Welcome everybody to Rusty Money Gaming here on YouTube, a place where we gather in the barn house for challenges, live streams, let's plays, and more. So I hope you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this next creation by myself, Rusty Money. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube and Rusty Money on PlayStation Network. And I have brought you here to the Western Wilds by Alien Jim, a modded map for Farming Simulator 22 here in New Farmer mode. And the reason I have brought you here into the Western Wilds is I recently did a creation of a small little mini survival roleplay series on this map and had a lot of fun, but it has also inspired a little bit of a new idea that I want to venture across a few other maps in FS22 with this idea. So you all know that I don't really care for New Farmer mode, and usually if I start on a map somewhere, I usually choose some other location other than the farm you would start on the map, such as this here on the Western Wilds in New Farmer mode. This is your farm area. Well, I like to build my own, and I also like to usually do that in different places. So if we hop into the pickup here, we are going to go down to another location on this map and just share you some of my thoughts with this. So what I want to do here is venture across a few other maps in FS22 and show you some different farm builds and more is what I'm going to call this. So basically we will be loading into various maps in FS22 and I'm going to show you what the area of land on such map that we choose looks like before and after the creation. So for instance, we are venturing down here to the abandoned farmland on the Western Wilds, where I again did this little mini survival roleplay series, which was only 8 episodes, and one of those episodes was a live stream. So technically, it was only 7 recorded episodes plus 1 live stream. And in that series, I set up this abandoned farmstead here in the same way that our friend Farm Sim Snowy had set it up with in his mini survival roleplay. Well, as the roleplay progressed, there was some changes to this area of ground in that mini roleplay series. And so what I want to do here on other maps is kind of show you what a place like this would look like if you load it into the map, and then show you how I changed it from this to that. So basically, I may do some discussions in my video creations of showing you this creation here as we are in New Farmer mode again. This is what the abandoned farm looks like. And now that, what it looks like after we have changed this completely. So basically, yeah, not only a this or a that, but a before and after. So again, this is what it looks like before, and then show you what I can do with this area when it comes to creating a farmyard. with or without animals. So this creation that you're about to see in this plot of land here has inspired me to show you some other ones that I have on my game saves and see what you think about me doing a few other recorded episodes on other maps. There is two maps in particular that I've always wanted to do some gameplay on, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do all these other kinds of ideas. So one of the maps that I want to also take you to and build a farm on is a forestry map called the Raizu Forest. Another map in FS22 modded maps in the mod hub for all platforms is a old map in prior FS versions of the game called Sosnovka. Sorry if I am pronouncing that map name incorrectly. Trying my best, but map 1 of my choice will be the Raizu Forest and map 2 will be Sosnovka. So those are two maps that you will see in New Farmer mode in a video, and then I will maybe do some time lapsing of the build area or do some jump cuts with a few different time lapses and show you the finished product and just see what you think of the farm creation. Yes, we'll be using government subsidies and other things to build these creations, but I hope that you are liking this idea. And so if you're liking this idea, before you leave me any comments and before you decide that you want to quit watching this video, please follow along as I take you to a few other of before and after creations. So again, you saw the before of that abandoned farm. Now I will show you the after. Welcome back, everybody, to the after of the abandoned farm in my mini series of a survival role play where I helped my friend Farm Sim Snowy save Uncle Jimmy's farm. And so here is the after of my creation from the abandoned farm to what you are about to see now. And so I want to take this journey with you all on a few other of my game saves and explain along the way what we will do. So here is my creation of a farm on the abandoned farm area on the Western Wilds. So I have 3 greenhouses, a chicken coop, multiple sheds, 2 silos, a farmhouse, a backyard of the farmhouse with a little swing set area. We got a dog. We got a wash station. We have cows and sheep and chickens. But you can see here that I have put down some decorative trees, put down grass around everything that I placed, put down some different colors of flowers and such. I added in a couple of different entry and exit points to this farmyard. You can see our wash station right there. Our sheep pen here, of course. And then if we go back around, we'll just kind of do a complete square around this farm build and take you down through it. So we got a couple of storage sheds here off to the left, some trees here off to the right surrounding the farmyard. We got cattle straight ahead and our manure point beside the cow barn. And the other side of the storage sheds, we got some decorative items there with some little calf huts. They're off to the left of the truck right now. We got another entry exit point right there. You can see here in this area that I had some extra room and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with it. So we still had plenty of room to even make this bigger, but I decided to put in a little forestry area or tree area there. We got a silage bunker off to the right of the truck now. But what I wanted to do is usually when I create a farm, I usually try and decide where I want the house and the silo first. And in this farm thought process, I wanted it to be kind of like a roundabout, if you will. Kind of to where you could access buildings and your equipment from at least two sides, if you will. So you can see here are two silos. We can drive across our silo point here, and then we can go back around through our storage shed area here on this side and back around by our fermenting silo right there off to the left. And then we have our fill point here for our seed, fertilizer, and lime and stuff like that. And then also over here by my workshop, you can see right handy by the workshop, we got a fuel point off to the right of the truck right there. And you can see there is our workshop. The toughest thing I couldn't decide where to put was the wash station. So I put my wash station house right there, which is off to the right of the truck right now. And then we got our sheep right there. But you can see as we turn back around here in our backyard. So even though we have put everything kind of in the center of this abandoned farmstead, we still have it have a feeling like our yard by our house is just not like empty, that actually a yard exists. So you can see there that we have a yard behind our cabin house. We got stacks of wood there by the shed for the fireplace. We got a grill out in front of the cabin to grill our steaks and hamburgers. But yeah, this is just one of my many creations. And again, this is on the Western Wilds by Alien Jim on the abandoned farmstead. Now we are going to take you on a journey over to another game save, and I think the next game save I want to show you is a part of the farm buildings and more. So the more is going to be like what else I want to show you besides just building a farm, like building production areas and decorating them. And no, by any means, by any means am I perfect at this, or, the best, if you will. I do play on console, 100% console creation on PlayStation 5. So we are going to take you over to another game save where we can show you another build of my creation. So we will see you over there, everybody. Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, here we are on Rogue River Valley by Poor Boy Modding. And we are approaching the fairgrounds area in new farmer mode on this great map. And again, in my mini survival roleplay series called Rusty's Farm Rescue that starts on the Western Wilds, I used this map and this fairgrounds area in a creation of making two maps into one video, but also incorporating another game on PlayStation 5 into the video creation. So I changed this fairgrounds area into a motorplex as I went into a lawnmower demolition derby. And so you can see this fairgrounds area as what it looks like before. And I'm about to show you what this area looks like after my transformation of it into a motorplex. Again, that was a part of my mini survival roleplay series called Rusty's Farm Rescue. So you can see what this area looks like now, and I will show you what the area looks like after. So let's take a venture over to my version of this area into a motorplex. Welcome back, everybody. Well, here is the after view of my motorplex area, which turns into translation into my mini survival roleplay series as Fairfield Arena for Wreckfest for PlayStation 5. And so we changed the fairgrounds area here on Rogue River Valley into Fairfield Arena, where we did our lawnmower demolition derby event and transitioned over to the game called Wreckfest. So as you can see here, just kind of a little bit of a imaginative build, as we've got a little mini food court area, kind of picnic area, playground area for the kids off of the left side of the road. And then we have a antique tractor display inside the old barn, and then kind of just a variety of a agricultural new equipment showcase right there on that little square cement pad. And then we've got spectators and workers parked in a parking lot right here. And if we exit our parking lot back onto the road, then we can go into the pits. And this pit area on this side of the road was for my lawnmower demolition derby racers. And so this pit area right here was full of trucks and enclosed and open trailers with different lawnmowers all scattered around this pit area. We got some porta pots, we got some big equipment off to the right hand or top side of the fairgrounds area here for attraction. We got a scale in our pit area. And then if we go back over this way, we've got kind of our emergency response team there in the corner off of the left side of our police jeep here. And then this is where we transitioned into Wreckfest in this area right here. This was our setup for our demolition derby track for lawnmowers right here. And if we cut across here, you can see all of our portable bleachers. We got our little food court trailers there in front of the bleachers with trash cans. We got another playground area on the back side of our spectators. And then if we exit out this side, we have our track preparation crew. And then on this side of the motorplex was our pit area for our tractor pullers and our monster truck drivers. And as you can see here, some of the trailers and monster trucks and the lawnmowers and all that have been deleted out as a part of one of my latest video creations. But if you really want to see what this looked like in real aspect of when everything was actually here, you need to check out my mini survival roleplay series called Rusty's Farm Rescue on the Western Wilds. And I think this area was in like episode 5 or 6. And so if we exit our pit area on this side, then you can see we just yeah, kind of decorated it a little bit more over here. Got a big old walkabout on display at the motorplex. Got some more little food cart trailers scattered around on this side. And yeah, that is the after of my use of this area and my gameplay creations for Farming Simulator 22. I hope you like this. And now we will go over to another more showcase over on Calmsden Farm of one of my very first production builds I ever built in all of my FS22 content. So we'll see you over at Calmsden Farm, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Well, here we are in new farmer mode on Calmsden Farm by Oxygen David for Farming Simulator 22 on PlayStation 5. And we are up by the garden center. There's a couple of tree meadows. In FS22, after this map was released, I took on a challenge called Bake a Cake Challenge, which was created by my friend Cobbler Farms on YouTube. And when I took on that challenge, I used the periphery of the map because it was free. A lot of us in that challenge used the periphery of the map because it was free. And so this is a tree meadow here on Calmsden Farm. This is what it looks like in new farmer mode. But now you are going to see what this area looks like after you have cut down the trees, cut the grass, made some money, and can build. And so we will show you what it looks like after. Welcome back, everybody. Well, here we are on Calmsden Farm for Farming Simulator 22 here on PlayStation 5. Calmsden Farms by Oxygen David for all platforms. Here we are by the garden center again. There's two tree meadows, and as you can see, this first tree meadow I cut down and turned into a field. But more importantly, my favorite production build I made at the start of FS22 content, which this is the very first modded map that was released to the mod hub, and this was built without any free money, no government signs, no nothing, all hard earned, cutting down trees. So we got a small little sugarcane field here. And then my production area, where we had to have various different productions in order to bake a cake. So I placed down all of these production areas, leveled off the ground, smoothed it out, put these in, put decorative grass around them, put some decorative trees in. We got 3 greenhouses, we got an industrial bakery, a grain mill, a sugar mill, a dairy, put in some decorative workers working at each location with some parking stalls, So as you can see in this video, what it looks like, we got our cereal factory down here where we made cereal and sold it. So just another one of my showcases for the part of this little series of different videos I want to bring you on different maps of before and afters of farm builds and more. So if you liked this, and hopefully this inspires you to come up with some other imaginative ideas in making your FS22 content, whether you make content for YouTube or whether you just play the game yourself. But I want to take you over to hopefully two more farm builds that were done on two different maps. We'll show you the new farmer mode and then show you where I built a farm. So we'll see you at the next one, which will be, I believe, Silver Run Forest, which has no starting farm. So we'll show you where I built a farm in my Rags to Riches series and show you what it looks like so far, as we still got a lot more to do in that series. So we'll see you over at Silver Run Forest by Giant Software for Farming Simulator 22. Alright, welcome everybody. Well, here we are on Silver Run Forest by Giant Software, which was part of the Platinum expansion for Farming Simulator 22 here on PlayStation 5. And this is the area that you start in on New Farmer mode. So it does technically have a starting area, but it's not really a farm, because this map is forestry, all about forestry. But what I'm going to show you is we are going to take the old tractor down here and we're going to go for a little bit of a ride on over to a piece of land that I bought in my Rags to Riches series here on Silver Run Forest, and have been starting to transition it into a farm build. So we will see you over at that area where we have purchased and started to build. So let's go show you what it looks like before and show you what it looks like after. So we'll see you over there, everybody. Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, the area that I purchased in my Rags to Riches series is over here by this gas station area. And so it's right behind the gas station area, adjacent to it. And I have been using my money from forestry to build this area up. And so the plot of land that I own is off to the left side of this road that we're driving on. And so if we pull down into this road here, this is my access road into my starting farm area in my Rags to Riches series on Silver Run Forest. And about right here is where you would pull down into the farmyard, the little farmyard that I have built so far. And so now I want to take you over to what this looks like after you start to cut down trees and make yourself some money. So we'll see you there. Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, here is my little farm area in my Rags to Riches series here on Silver Run Forest, as I will be progressing to cut down more of the forest here off of the left and right hand side of this little dirt track. But as we pull down in here, you can see my farm build area so far. Just a little farm with a silo and a cabin and a storage shed with a few decorations around. So you can see that we got access from both sides of our shed here. So we can pull in this way too. And drive through the shed or around the shed if we choose. We got a little picnic area behind our cabin house with a little tiny yard. And yeah, that is this build here on Silver Unforest, everybody. Now, I want to conclude this over on what has become one of my favorite maps in FS22, Split Mountain Ranch by our friends over at the Shanty Boys Map Creations, but the map that we're going to be going to was mainly created by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys Map Creations, and also he received some assistance from other members of the Shanty Boys Map Creations. But we will see you over at Split Mountain Ranch as we conclude this video and show you and talk to you about what else I want to explain here. We'll see you there. Welcome back, everybody, to the last part of this video creation called Farm Builds and More. So we are here on Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys Map Creations. This map is available for all platforms in the mod hub for FS22. We are here on PlayStation 5, and we are in new farmer mode on the main farm on the map. And I'm going to show you what it looks like and then show you a few other map places here on Split Mountain Ranch before we go over to what my areas look like. And again, the reason I'm showing you all this way is because I want to venture to a few other maps in FS22 and do some before and afters, but do it in shortened versions, like one episode. And build farms, build production areas, build rock quarries, whatever it might be, and just show you the before area and the after area. And yeah, so we'll see. But this is the home farm here in new farmer mode on Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys Map Creations. So if we exit here out of our driveway, we can kind of drive around the farm here a little bit. You got a storage shed there, your house, a silo. You got a decorative barn back here. Some equipment. You got some animal pens or pastures back throughout here. Another big storage shed back in the back there. But this area is not where I built my farm. We'll take you over to that area and then we will show you what my farm looks like here on Split Mountain Ranch. Now, the other thing about Split Mountain Ranch is there is this version of the map, and then there is the challenge version of the map. As a challenge that I created called the Shanty Boys Breakfast Challenge became a part of the latest update to Split Mountain Ranch. So you actually get two maps in one. Alright, the area I built my farm in the Breakfast Challenge so far is right here. In this area, on this field, right by that big elevator cell point area right there in the background. So now I will take you to the after look of this area and what it looks like. But what else I could show you is a few other areas of builds I made on here. But you know what? I think this video is long enough. I don't know if I should show you other places. The one I could show you which would be quick, would be going back this way, showing you where I added in a new road system. So if we go down the road here, I have built my own road about right here and headed down into an industrial business area down here where it is a residential area on the map. So as you can see, there is the residential area in the background, and I'll show you what my industrial area looks like here shortly. And then if we go back across through here, you can see we got forestry right ahead of me. And that area is full of trees and is quite large. And I'll show you what that area looks like. And then if we go back over through here behind the grain elevator sell point area and across the bridge over Split Mountain River, and we could head up into the other area of the map where is also some residential houses, and show you what that looks like in my version on the Breakfast Challenge side of Split Mountain Ranch. So let's go over this way, and we will go across the bridge, and as we venture through here, you will probably have seen some other things that we passed by. Once you see the after, and what you're seeing now and the before don't look the same. I've done quite a bit on this map, but let's go on up this way, and we'll be approaching the other residential area on the map, which is a part of the Breakfast Challenge, actually. So this area here is what this looks like, but now let's take you to the after look. Again, we are on the Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys, and we are on the default version of the map, not the Breakfast Challenge version. We're in a new farmer mode, but let's go to the after in the Breakfast Challenge and show you where I built the farm. Welcome back, everybody. Well, here we are on Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys Map Creations. And again, we are on the Breakfast Challenge version of Split Mountain Ranch. And this is where the main farm, home farm, is in new farmer mode. And we will hop in my Jeep, and we will show you that I have a very massive field in this area. But anyway, let's go on down the road, and you can see in the horizon here, there is the big grain elevator sell point in the background. You can see my red barn farm here. So let's pull on down through it. Quite a large farm build that I decorated out in both ground textures and decorative trees and everything. So we got our maple tree grove there. We've got several storage buildings, a lot of storage buildings. We've got pigs coming up on the right hand side. Right there you can see the pigs in the doorway right there off to the right hand side of the screen. And then we have sheep right now on the left hand side of the Jeep, and then we got our little chicken coop over here, our silo barn, and an extra silo on this side. And And then we've got our fill point up here and our fuel point and a windmill. And we've got our cow barn off to the right hand side here. And if we circle back around, you can see our cows on the back side of the barn, some more decorative trees and flowers on the ground, more storage sheds. That is my farm build here on Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys Map Creations. Now, let's go on over to the other areas that I had showed you before and show you the after. So let's go on down here to my road that we created. Again, I play on PlayStation 5. None of this that you saw was done with government subsidy. All money earned throughout a challenge that I'm working on currently. So here's my industrial business area that was residential. Decorated out just a little bit there. Now if we go back up over around the field and down the dirt road, we'll go head on into a forest area that we cut down, and I built my version of what is going to become a rock quarry slash production area. So all of the landscaping you see here was done with selling off wood chips from the trees that were in this forest, and I built and landscaped it all out, put in the stones, everything, all done without government subsidy. And this forest area is quite large and used up a lot of terraforming money. So another part of our rock side to our quarry. And then this was kind of my dumping plateau for imagination up here. This is where you could take your trucks on up to the top and dump them off the cliffside. Although that does not work on console. And then we can go back on down our hill and go through this forest on out on the other side of the grain elevator sell point. Whoa, we got a little air there. Now let's cut back across in front of the grain elevator here. Here's a new area of mine that I'm doing. Right there, long narrow fields with trees planted between the fields, and we just about took out that car. Now we'll go back across Split Mountain River, but before we do that, I'll take you over here. I didn't take you over here. Here's where we had the house, a little open air garden, a little workshop, our beehive area, or where our honey point is, a little production building there too. So our house was across from the farm. Now let's get on over this direction. So what I want to do, everybody, is I want to venture over to two other maps. One being the Ryzu Forest and the other being Sosnovka. And both of those maps, I have idea for each. The Ryzu Forest, I want to build a farm on a particular area on that map, which will be quite challenging, but I want to show you how I will do it by using government subsidy. Just showing you that you can do stuff on different places on different maps. And then the Sosnovka map, I also have a place in mind of where I'd like to build a farm and show you what it looks like. So here's a little production area, start of a little production area, which was residential in the before view of Split Mountain Ranch that you saw. some decorative stuff around each production. But there you go, everybody. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave me a like on that like button. I mean a tasty treat on that like button, better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section. Even comment what map you would like to see in the future of where I make a farm build or a production build or a rock quarry. And tell me where at on that map. Leave it in the comments of this video. Maybe I will choose one of those maps in the near future. And please don't forget to share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos like this in the live streams on the channel. And we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.
PlayStation